Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 2 of my video. In my first part, I showed you how I wrote a generic skill that takes a massive serverless file and breaks into components. So, for example, Lambda goes into its own serverless, step function goes into own serverless, right? And then you have a global serverless.yaml. Now let's step up the game, right? Now see how we are learning and gradually we're gonna increase our productivity, right? So step one, basically we learn okay how to use the agents, etc. Now let's level up, right? So what I want to do is something like this. I have following teams, virtual teams. One is the documentation writer. The job of it is to write documentation. Second is the coder or the unit tester. His job is to write the unit test code. And then I of course have a skill from my last video, which I showed you about splitting the serverless file. Now, what if I can do everything together? Meaning once the refactoring of serverless is complete, the unit tester goes ahead and does its unit testing, writes the unit test, tests itself, and then once it's complete, it summarizes. The documentation guy will go and write the documentation, and they all are working together. Let me show you a glimpse of it. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So first, I think we will see the directory and then let's go from there. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. Let me also try my best to maximize if I can. So this is the same project from the last video. We had, again, the focus of the last video was the skilled MD file, right? Now see, let's level up the game, right? So I have my .cursor folder, I have agents and skills. Inside skill, I have the same skill, which is, the job of it is to, split the serverless into like components. Then inside agents, I have two agents, unit test writer.md, documentation writer.md. So this guy is responsible for writing unit test. This guy is responsible for writing documentation, and they all can work in parallel. So once so now let me show you a macro prompt, which I'm going to use in a second. Let me see over here. Okay, let me copy this one. Okay, so let's go to cursor now. Where is my cursor? Here. So now let me expand this and let me paste this prompt and again explain you what it is doing, right? So let me expand this a little bit. Okay, so step one, spin up the serverless configuration for skill driven serverless lab. Again, so I'm giving it a directory where it needs to work. I'm saying first apply the skill that we have created, that is split serverless.yaml file, right, that we had. So once that is done, of course, once the refactoring is done, delete the older code, because we have refactored the newer code base, remove the older files. Then I want you to launch two subagents in parallel. Subagent A, so see how I'm running it, /unit test /writer, that's the name of my subagent. So this will run asynchronously in the background. This is also going to run asynchronously in the background. So the unit test and the documentation both should run in parallel. Okay, and let me show you the directory. This is how the directory looks like right now. Lab 1, you have handler and you have a massive serverless file, right? Again, as an example for teaching purposes, you have some Lambda functions over here, and now we're going to run this particular prompt. So let me have this in agent mode and execute this at this point. So right now, as you can see, it is running. You will see a to-do list. Okay, so here you can see first sequential task. If you can see, split lab 1 serverless YAML infrastructure with separate Lambda and step function configs. So it's breaking that serverless into its manageable components or chunks, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Now observe one thing, there are two subagents launch over here. You can see started two to-dos, unit test, and then the subagent for documentation. If you click on one of them, you will see what's going on there, right? So the unit test guy is doing its own unit test thing, right? And the documentation guy is doing its documentation thing, okay? And then once they complete, they'll report back to the to-do list over here, right? So you can see both agents are now doing their job. If I were to go to, let's say, IntelliJ IDE, you can see test file, conf-test.py, I have init files, right? So currently, as you can see, these agents are working and they are writing the unit test code right now. Let me see if I can expand that. So here you can also see what file it is working on, right? So currently it is working on that conf-test.py, which is where all the common setup and teardown logic would reside. And let's see how the documentation guy is doing. I think he's also doing a good job. He's also working and writing the documentation, as you can see over here. So they both are working parallel, right? Now I can, if you want, you can just monitor the top level to do, right? So you know where we are, as you can see. So let me pause the video and then maybe resume once everything is complete, because this will take about a couple of minutes. So I don't want to hold the video for a very long time. So I'm gonna pause the video right here. All right, it took a while, but I think it is complete. So let's review it. You can see it has check off all the tasks over here, as you can see in cursor, or I can go to IntelliJ and see over here. So you can see I have a handler, which is where my original code was. I have my infrastructure. This is amazing. So the Lambda is in its own serverless. Step function is its own serverless. I have a global serverless file where they are referenced. Absolutely fantastic. Test folder, I have a full-blown unit test over here. Each Lambda function, I have unit test written over here. Perfect, right? That's great. Not only that, we also have a code coverage. Let me see if I can probably open that up. I think I have a coverage.json. So again, code coverage is also taken care. Requirement test.txt, amazing with all the version, just the way I would love it, right? Test summary. So again, all sort of unit test. Oh, this is fantastic, right? How much statements are covered, etc., etc. So all of these are like listed over here in test.summary. Fantastic. So yeah, in theory, what we have learned in this video, a short video, I would say. In the first video, we learned skill. Now we are learning how to orchestrate all other things as well using subagents. So unit test writer, documentation writer, and of course the skill that we had from the past video. Try this out. Again, what I'll do is I'll leave the MD files on my GitHub. So the goal is, if you have any, again, Claude or Cursor, doesn't really matter. Go point out the skill or the agent and see if you are able to do things in parallel, right? That is the end goal of the video. So if you have some time, go practice it and let me know if you have any questions. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming. And in next video, we'll level up the game even more. So we'll again add some MCP and see how it can do automated PR. So for example, the unit test writer can work on its own branch. The tester can work on our own branch. Once done, put a PR with a template. So again, slowly we'll get there. Not everything in one video. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.